friends. So, who got arrested? You guys, I have received so many stinking messages this last week. People sending me reels and videos of the guy that got arrested and caused me and my family to miss our trip to Utah. So, I am cracking up. What's crazy is I really want to know who it is. I heard he's from my town. And, like, why is no one recognizing him? Hello? We got to know who this guy is so we can call him out for ruining all of our trips. Anyway, yeah, so first of all, I'm going to do some makeup really quick. I'm going to show you guys some sale items from the Seint sale that goes till the end of the month. I think it's the end of the month. Or is it July 31st? Anyway, I'll let you know. So I'm going to do some makeup, show you guys some of my, like, repurchase items, and then tell you guys about this story. If you follow me on Instagram and follow, like, my stories, then you already know about this. But, yeah, we never made it to our Utah trip, which was my husband's Father's Day / birthday present. We never made it to that trip. That trip that took so much organization, and I didn't get nearly the amount, like, refunded from anything on that trip. I don't think anything was fully refunded. So anyway, okay, I'm going to do my makeup really quick, but you guys, I want you to tell me, do you guys want me to use, because I'm not going to use Seint as my base today, should I use my cushion or should I use my BB cream? Tell me where you guys are watching from. So, anyway, we get to the airport, and, you know, we're getting ready to board probably within, like, 40 minutes or so. And all of a sudden, we get told that, there's a delay, which was no big deal. We had plenty of time to make our connecting in Seattle. So we were flying to Seattle, and then we were going to connect to Salt Lake. Hi from Denver. And so, you know, all these people kind of start leaving. They're like, we'll be right back. Hi from Florida. I'm using Seint. I'm using Seint on everything except for my base today. I'm just not doing Seint for my base today because I'm just going to have, like, a lighter face on my makeup today. Like a lighter layer of makeup. I always say that, and then I always go, like, full. So I guess we'll see how I end up. Okay, you guys are saying using BB cream so far? Okay, so anyway, these people start leaving. They're like, we'll come back through security because the airport where we live is really, really small. And it's just, like, one little terminal. And then they're like, a little bit later, they're like, we're going to be delayed even more. And I'm like, what? And here I have my 5-year-old and then my 15-year-old, like, honorary niece. It's my best friend's daughter. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to keep them here. So I go to the front and I was like, hey, what's going on? This is before we even know that there was, like, a security threat on the plane that we were supposed to be on. Okay. So, okay, you guys say BB cream, use BB cream today. I might not have the right color up here. I might not be using BB cream, guys. Okay, well, cushion it is. I only have the 2, and I'm too dark for the 2 now. Shoot. I bet you my other one's downstairs. That's okay. All right, so we're going to use our cushion today. If you do want to match for cushion, just say cushion below, and I'll send you the little thing to get you color matched. So I do color match, like, if you're Sandy was saying, I'll color match you. Okay, so anyway. I go up and the lady's like, look, I don't think you're going to make your connecting. Let's just go ahead and rebook you. And that way, like, you're already rebooked. She's like, we have our first amount, like our first, let me try that again. She said the last flight flying out of Seattle to Utah is like at 8 something and you guys will make it just fine. And we're like, oh, okay. We do not ship to Australia yet. That's supposed to be coming soon. It was supposed to be coming this spring, but of course it did not, which is a bummer. So, okay. So I'm going to actually mix these 2 cushions, just because I'm right in between colors. And then the brush I'm using, you guys, this is a 50% off brush. This one is going away, this color. It is the powder brush by Seint. I love it, and I love using it to apply the cushion. So it's really, really good. If you do want links to, like, any of the Seint stuff I'm going to use, you can just say match and I'll have my shopping link sent to you as well. Okay, so we get up there and I was like, do you know, like, what the delay is? Because I'm, like, thinking, oh, maybe it's a mechanical issue. Hi! You need more brush cleaner. Yes, get the brush cleaner. The brush cleaner is the best. So the guy that's standing next to the lady up at the desk, he goes, it was a security issue on our plane. And I was like, uh-oh. And all I could think of was those like TikToks that we see of like the people getting like arrested or like taken off flights because they're being like super ridiculous. And so I was like, oh my gosh, someone's being so stupid. So the point is that plane that was leaving Seattle to come where we were, it drops those passengers off and picks us up and takes us back to Seattle. So that was like the only plane coming for us. So here we are. We were supposed to take off at 1:50. It's now like 3 something. I decide to take the kids out back through security and go and like grab a bite to eat outside because there's no food at this airport. You guys, like, look how pretty this cushion is. Isn't that gorgeous? So it still looks like my skin. It kind of blurs the pores. It's so pretty. It feels like nothing is on my skin. It feels like less than sunscreen, like less than an SPF. Okay, so I take the kids and we go get food. Well, our TSA in my town, they close at 4. So you have to be back through security by 4 or you don't get to come through security. And I'm like, oh, and I'm tracking this flight on my phone, and they haven't even left Seattle yet. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to be sitting there forever. So anyway, we get back to the airport. They get us back through security. No big deal, because Mitch actually stayed behind and stayed with like our luggage because we were just doing carry-ons. Okay. So we get back through and our flight gets delayed till 6. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Except we're going to be here for 2 more hours. The kids, hopefully they're all right. You know, we just got some energy out at that place. No big deal, whatever. So then it gets delayed again. And all I keep thinking, I look at Mitch, and, you know, when my sister-in-law and I were coming back from New York, we missed our flight in Seattle to home, and we had to stay the night in Seattle. And I go, Mitch, I don't think we're going to make it. I just have a feeling. And we kind of kept thinking about it. And we were like, well, typically we like layovers in Seattle because then all we do is we go and we sit in the lounge and eat our food and, you know, have a drink if we want, whatever. So that's how we were going to feed the kids. Well, it was getting to the point we were going to have to hustle to our second flight. So we were going to wait another 2.5 hours, be an hour on the plane, hustle to our next flight. We wouldn't have food on board for like an hour after that. So we were looking at 4 to 5 hours before our kids could eat. And that just like wasn't sitting right with us. And that was if we made our flight. And I go, it's your call. And he goes, we sat there for probably another 20 minutes. And he goes, Kayla, I don't think we should go. He goes, I have a bad feeling. Well, so we made the call. And so security had to take us back out, and we're like, we're not going to, like, we just know that we're not going to make this flight. So we're upset, we're bummed. We take Ayla, well, we actually go out to lunch. We take my niece home, and then we go to like this like little winery here and just like let Barrett kind of roam around, and we just kind of have a drink. And we were like, let's just do a staycation. Well, when we're at this winery, you guys, we see the one flight fly over us, and it was like 7:30, which means we would have missed our flight in Seattle to Utah. And the only other flight they could get us, by the way, I'm using Bella Bronzer as my contour today. The only other flight they could get us was the next day at 1:30, and it would get us to Utah by 7:50, but the concert started at 7. So we made the total right decision. We wouldn't have made our flight, and then we wouldn't have had a flight to come home until the next day, and we would have just ended up being stuck in Seattle. It just was awful. It was awful. But it turns out the reason why this was so delayed is because some dude had a hat like on his lap. It was like his cowboy hat or whatever. It was a cowboy hat because that's what he was wearing when he got arrested and taken off the flight. And a flight attendant said something about like, hey, do you have a bag under there? And he goes, no, it's a B-O-M-B. I don't know if I can say it like out loud on here. So, and of course, the flight then had to taxi all the way to the edge of the airport. It stopped the entire runway. 6 flights were canceled because of it. 2 were rerouted because of it. There were flights all over the U.S. that were sitting on tarmacs, not being able to fly because they couldn't fly into Seattle. It was so bad. So anyway, everyone had to deboard the plane. He got arrested. Everyone had to go back through some kind of security, and they were delayed. It was like 6.5 hours. So anyway, we never made it to Utah. What are we going to do? I keep getting asked, what are you guys going to do instead? I don't know. I don't know. I feel so bad for my husband. I feel like his Father's Day was just such a bummer. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show you guys some things I repurchased. What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so some of the colors I purchased from this last chance sale, these are going away. So this is Pinky Promise. And I'll swatch a couple of these. You guys, my beauty room is getting cleaned right after I get off this live. Okay, look how pretty that is. It's really pale pink. So if you just like those like lip tints, you'll like that. Lavender Skies is one of my very, very favorites. Let's look at it. So it's really, really light. I love Lavender Skies. So yeah, we don't know what we're going to do next. We have a family cruise coming up, and that is our whole family's, like my dad, my mom, my sister-in-law, my brother, her family. That is like our big Christmas present to each other. So we're going on an Alaskan cruise in a couple weeks. I think it's like 18 days, and we don't have time to rebook anything, so I don't really know. Okay, this is Candy. It's this like pink tint. I know. And I wonder how much that guy's going to get charged. Because, well, first of all, he'll never be able to fly again. But he cost people thousands of dollars. Like, I alone am out so much money from not being able to get full refunds. Like, the VRBO didn't refund me at all. No partial refund, nothing. And then obviously I'm good with Alaska. I'm a member with them. So they refunded me some. They actually just gave me a credit. So they refunded me for my whole flight. Did I ever do this one? But then they also gave me like some vouchers to help with like the hotel and the missed costs of the RBO. So they did help out there, which was amazing. Okay, Marrakesh is one of my favorite pinks. Oh my gosh, you guys. I also, look how pretty that is. I think I'm actually going to do it a little bit here. And I'm just doing it really light because this can get really bright. I had my color analysis redone. And I was actually very shocked at it. Yeah, I don't know. I was shocked. So when I first got matched, like my color analysis match, hold on. First of all, this is Daylily. This is a really good nude. So if you guys like the color nude and then you like the color like Frenchy, this is kind of like a combo of that, I feel like. It's really gorgeous. So this is a really, really, really good nude to get if you're like a nude girl. Okay, so, I had my color analysis redone. When I was originally matched, I was matched to soft autumn and then light spring when I wear makeup. And I've always gotten complimented on those colors. Every single time I wear any color out of that palette, I always get complimented. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. I know, isn't that Chaya Chi color so good? It's Marrakesh, you guys. I actually am super shocked she's going away. I thought she was a fan favorite. So that surprised me. Pink Slip is also good, but I think that one's staying on the website. So let me see what else. But also, you guys, look at the cushion. Look how pretty that is. The cushion is so stunning. If you want to color match that, just say cushion. I'm going to add a little bit more of the... let's add more Lavender Skies. So I redid my color match, my color analysis, and she found me to be a classic spring. I was like, what? Really? Then she went through the analysis, and I was able to see like my face next to those other colors, like light spring, and then like a warm spring, and then classic spring, I think is what they were. Or maybe it was cool spring. And light spring, I was so washed out in. And then when she showed me with true classic spring, like my eyes weren't super shadowed, my face looked warmer, my eyes looked brighter. Hi, Annie. And so I was like, so when she went through and explained why I was those shades, it's not that, Annie, it's not your cousin. Oh yeah, but it is my old student who you know. Her name's Annie. Do you remember her? No. You went and saw her pigs one time. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, you don't? You were pretty little. So cute. I had a group of students. I'm just squirreling all over the place. Okay, I'm going to use Mama. That is not like last chance or on sale, but Snowbird is, and I'm going to show you guys Snowbird here in just a second. So, yeah, I had this group of students I like looped up with, so I had them for 2 years, and I like went over to their house with Barrett one time with, like, it was a bunch of my girl students, and I went with their parents over to their house. There was like pigs, and the girls went and showed him at the pigs. It was super cute. He was pretty little though, so he might have only been 2. Okay, so yeah, so I'm a classic spring. And it makes sense because when like I said, when she was showing me like the different ways, like it warmed up my face, I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then also, I naturally pull those colors. Like when I'm looking for clothes, I naturally pull those bright colors, and that was kind of funny. Anyway, so this is Snowbird. Snowbird is really pretty, and I do think it's really underrated. It was in the Mother's Day palette just last month, and it's really gorgina. She's a really pretty standalone color as well, so you can just like wear it by itself. So, and here we go. I had some of you in my DMs asking about my back. My back is still cruddy, although it does feel better than the other day. The other day I could like barely walk, but it is keeping me up at night still. And because I got this ear piercing yesterday with my niece. Think, isn't that cute? So I couldn't sleep on that ear yesterday, which was a bummer. Okay, we love you guys. My favorite illuminator of all time, of all time, Seint. Photoshop is gone. It is out of stock. It is no longer coming back. And so I'm not going to apply it for you because I don't want you to get sad. But it's this really pretty, like, pink. I don't even know how to explain it. It is just so gorgina. But we do still have, I'm not going to put that one on because we're not using that one anymore. But I do have, Georgia is still in stock. I love Georgia. This one is actually, if you want the shopping link, say match. And I'll send you the shopping link and a color match form if some of you have not gotten color match and want to take advantage of the sale. Okay, so Georgia is low stock. I'm pretty sure. I was just looking. Georgia is low stock. Glamazing is really pretty if you have like fair skin. Honestly, Glamazing is pretty on everybody, but if you have fair skin, that one's like really good for fair skin. Goldie is good for like tan skin. It's so pretty on. And we're just going to put some here. And then I'm going to add a little bit to my cheeks. I get asked a lot, like, how do you get your cheeks to look so shiny? You guys, you got to put illuminator on them. Makes them look so pretty. But really, like, that cushion lately underneath my makeup has been just sitting real pretty. Real pretty lately. Okay, we're going to do some powder underneath before I do my mascara. Have you guys used the Seint mascara yet? Have you used it yet? Have you tried it? Okay, so I'm going to do this. I set underneath my eyes so that my mascara doesn't transfer. My eyelashes are long, so when I blink, like, it does touch below. So I have to kind of set underneath. And if you like just like a extra spritz of glowiness, you can go through your Plush Prep Spray Mist. And this has caffeine, hyaluronic acid, all the yummy stuff, so it's good for your face. And it smells really good. It smells like clean. I don't know how to describe it. But, all right, so we have the Marrakesh and the Lavender Skies on my cheeks. I have like a combo on my lips. I have like, what I do? Lavender Skies, I think Candy, and then Daylily on top. I was just trying to show you guys the difference. But this is my favorite Seint mascara. It reminds me of Better Than Sex. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on here. There's so much you can't say on TikTok, but I don't know. Instagram's a little bit different. Can you guys tell I have my stuff everywhere because I keep searching all over the place? Okay, so I'm going to use this. This is one of our Seint eyelash curlers. Where is she? Also, you guys, I have been getting asked kind of a lot, so tell me what you guys think about this. I've been getting asked a lot, like, do you not just do makeup on your social media anymore? And like, no, I haven't done just makeup in like over a year. I share like fashion stuff. I share like real life stuff. I share other makeup that I love besides Seint. And anyway, I just felt I was in one box for a long time. And like I grew my social media based off of my makeup tips, but that's not who I am. I'm not just makeup. And so anyway, if you guys see me sharing like other makeup products, like these liquid blushes the other day, oh my gosh. These are so stinking good by Celeste. So stinking good. I'm going to do a tutorial, I don't know, sometime soon, using those on here. I did do one last night on a reel. but those are so good. But if I'm just sharing other products too, it's not because I'm not doing Seint anymore. Seint's always been my number one. Okay, but you guys know how much I like to explore other makeup as well. So this is the Lash Velvet. I get really messy with this because the brush is big. That's okay because it'll scrape off. So there's this one, and then we also have a Lash Leather. And we have a Lash Silk. And the Lash Silk is just if you like really natural looking lashes. That is not me. Lash Leather is if you like the tubing mascara. So here is this. Popping that right on. And I will do my second coat off camera. But you guys, that is the makeup look. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, we have a really, really, really good sale. 50% off. 50 freaking percent. I honestly don't know. I know Seint has done 40% off before. I don't know that I've ever seen them do 50% off. If they have, it's maybe been one time. So definitely take advantage of the 50% off sale because those shades are not coming back if you find ones that you like. And yeah, so if you need a color match or you need the link to shop, just say match. And if you need the match to like the cushion, which is my base today, just say cushion and I'll match you to that. So I love you guys. Happy Friday. I hope you have really good plans for the weekend. I don't have a lot of plans, which is fine with me. Fine with me. I love you guys. Goodbye.